I'm the Queen of the Dragons, and today I have a guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is kimmiecat.
So, me and kimmiecat decided to get together because we were recently watching an anime, Black Butler. Yes, I'm wearing the shirt. Deal with it. Black Butler. And aside from drooling over all the anime guys and talking about our husbands, our anime husbands. I'm sorry, I'm calling you out, Mom.
Yes, I love Sebastian.
Undertaker. Just Undertaker. Anywho.
Bassy. Anyway.
Alright, so.
Tell my taste in men.
You can tell mine.
So anyway.
So, we finished the first season. Awesome. We finished the second season, and well, we have a lot to say about the second season.
Oh, I love the first season, but oh my gosh, that second season.
The second season.
Where do we begin?
Well, why don't we start? So, let's think about the beginning, how it started. It started a little iffy because they didn't explain what was going on till later on.
It just jumps into two strange characters. Now, the two strange characters are...
Alois and Claude. Alois!
Alois. The minute you meet him, you will hate him.
With all your being.
I hate him.
With every single piece of you.
I hate him.
So, where should we start? What was one of the main traits we hated about this little...
Psychopathic jerk?
Yeah, that. Psychopathic. The first entry we get to him, when we first meet him, he's a jerk, and then he pokes one of his servants' eyes out because they accidentally looked at him.
Seriously, dug her eye out.
No joke.
He proves to be not only insane, but whiny at the same time. Whiny.
Oh, don't even mention that.
Now, he has a past.
Okay.
Granted.
Yes, he does have a past. This is all spoiling more.
And I'll be sure to put that at the beginning of the video.
So, if you didn't watch, please go and watch that and then come back, please.
Yeah, because we're about to spoil everything.
We're about to spoil everything. Okay, the first thing we get to know about Alois is his past was kind of horrible. He was...
Basically, he was basically raped, molested.
His village burnt down.
Slavery. His brother was killed.
Yeah, it was pretty horrible. Like, his family, his whole village burnt down. His brother died. He was left alone. He was sold into slavery, which then he got molested.
But in retrospect, we talk about Ciel's past. Ciel was also kidnapped and tortured and possibly molested.
And his whole family burnt down.
And his family was murdered. And he too, but yet, he's not a psychopath. And
that's where we get, and I love this one thing, and you actually mentioned this. I have to give props to her for mentioning this. She mentioned that Ciel and, what's the brat's name? His name is Alois. Sebastian and Claude are two, complete opposites, flipped. Now, would you like to explain it?
Well, if you pay attention to the storyline of Alois and Claude, which is his demon butler, Alois is psychopathic and unpredictable and over-emotional. His butler, Claude, is very unemotional. He's very timed. Everything's within a time limit, and he doesn't have any emotion, attached to anything. And he doesn't. It's just very stagnant in his emotions.
He also does not put up with anything going wrong.
He has no patience. Nice. Then you flip to the other side. You have Ciel. Okay, Ciel is strong-minded, strong-willed. Even though everything he's been through, he's not going to whine about it. No, Ciel faces everything front and center. He sees his butler as a pawn, okay? Mm-hmm. This guy, he is 14 years old, or 13 years old, and he don't play. Mm-mm. Then you have Sebastian, his demon butler. He is, think about it, he chose all of the people in the Phantom household.
The people.
As far as, but he chose all of them. He's very flexible, and where Claude is not flexible. Claude is very set. Mm-hmm. And then you have, Sebastian's very, I love his sarcasm.
The sarcasm!
He has emotions and thoughts, and he has, where you don't really see Claude's thoughts so much. Where, to me, Sebastian is very, he's very with the moment. He's in the moment. Whatever's going on in that moment, he's flexible, he's adaptable, all the things that Claude isn't. And I found that very fascinating. It's like two parts of a coin. It was like watching two pieces.
Also, the relationships are flipped as well.
Yes, because Claude
has no care for Alois.
And Alois is desperate.
But the difference, the flip side, CL does not care a thing about Sebastian. Sebastian's just there to do his needs. But if you notice, Sebastian does have some caring, not a lot, because it's still his food. But he does have a little bit of caring for CL.
Well, he cares for him because of his soul, but I mean, it's still... he still seems to put up with a lot more than he should sometimes, I think.
So he could just be like, you know what, you're soiling. You could just...
But I found that fascinating. There was like two flip sides of a coin. Now, we get into the actual storyline, which was all over the place. Okay.
Oh, yeah. Where do we even start with that train wreck?
I mean, it's like... You have... Okay, I don't even know what happened. It's like...
I'm not even sure anymore.
It's like you have Alois, and he's jealous of CL, and he feels like Sebastian's the one that burned his village down, that killed his brother, and it turns out it wasn't him, and it's just like this big train wreck.
Huge train wreck.
And the deeper we got towards the end, the worse it got. Because then you have you have Hannah's another demon.
The triplets are 3 demons for some reason.
For some reason, the entire Trancy household is all demons.
They never mentioned why. They just said, "Oh, well."
We never figured out what Alois's and Claude's contract was.
What was their contract? If anyone can find that, please tell us, because we are desperate. We do not know.
What was the contract? What was the purpose of the contract? Why did he call?
Was it CL? Was it CL the contract?
Because if it was to get revenge, it wasn't to get revenge for whoever killed his brother. Because Hannah was right there, and she admitted to what she did, and the contract was still not broken. There was nothing about the contract that I even saw. Even elaborated on, there was nothing. It was like, contract? What contract? You just could like forget that part even happened?
Yeah, it's like, oh, wonder what, they have no contract,
the tongue thing.
Oh god, the tongue thing. Anywhere on his body, and he puts it on his freaking tongue.
Yeah. So then we get to the infuriating towards the end.
The ending.
The ending. This is what part set her off, set me off, set the world, we wanted to burn the world down.
I was already getting the matches ready.
Wanted to burn the world down because of this ending.
Okay, so where should we start with the ending?
Okay, so, CL gets captured, into the body of, I guess,
no, Alois gets into CL's body, takes over it, okay?
Because Claude killed him by the tree or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like this, okay, let me backtrack, I'm sorry. Okay, he goes to confront CL.
He was already stabbed.
Alois.
CL stabbed him.
Yeah, he
it was a death blow, pretty much.
It was a death blow. He's bleeding. He's whining to Claude. Oh, I'm dying. Claude basically just kills him out and out.
Yeah.
Well, Hannah, apparently, I'm just going by what the storyline says, felt sorry for, despite her eye being dug out by him, felt sorry for him because she loved his little brother, and apparently she was the one that took his soul, made like a little contract, killed his little brother. So somehow they end up like trapping his soul in CL's body with CL, and then she makes this contract with
Alois.
CL, and CL has no say so even though it's his body, and which makes absolutely zero sense to me too. Also. And then somehow the contract is nobody gets his soul. She dives in the water with CL's body after she devours the soul of Alois. She like mouths something to Sebastian as Sebastian is going after them.
And his eyes get real big.
Because Sebastian killed Claude previously in this battle to the demon inn.
For CL's soul.
Because both of them apparently want CL's soul so freaking bad. So anyway, so she's going diving off the cliff. She's got CL, like, to her body. Sebastian jumps off the cliff after her. She devours Alois's soul. She lets go of CL. So many names right now at this point.
And Sebastian dives.
So Sebastian dives down to the bottom to him. Well, he grabs a hold of CL and then punches through his stomach. And
we don't know why.
We don't know why.
All of a sudden, Ciel's little eyes flutter open to reveal red. Red. So all of a sudden, the scene cuts, and it shows Ciel away. It just flashes the next scene. It shows Sebastian his normal duties inside of the manor, and Ciel's sleeping. He opens the curtains, and it shows Ciel's nails are black, and he opens his eyes, and his eyes are red, and he's dressing Ciel and all this. Apparently, his fashion sense changes into all black. Well, apparently what had happened was Hannah had made a deal to turn Ciel into a demon. And because Ciel was still sealed to Sebastian... this is where the carriage scene comes in. After they say goodbye to everyone, horrible way of saying goodbye, they send letters to everyone. Tell them that he's dead. Yeah. And, so they're off in their little carriage to go away forever, and so they're sitting there, and Ciel turns to him and taunts Sebastian. Basically, this is the gist of it. The seal was never fulfilled. He became a demon. So he can't, because there was one last order. As long as he lives. He said, you will serve me as long as I... am alive. No, as long as you don't tear my soul out of my chest. Until the time you tear my soul out of my chest. That's it. Until you devour my soul. Every ounce of it. He can't. There's no soul. He's a demon. So guess what? He's trapped with Ciel for the rest of his life. We're talking enslavement with this Ciel. Pretty much, because he was whatever Ciel says goes. He could say, jump off a bridge. Guess what? Sebastian has to do it because it's an order. Because he's connected. Duh. Yeah, a little star. Connected. So, basically, it ends with Ciel, his little pampered behind, having a butler forever. And that means Sebastian is going to be his slave forever. Forever. Well, we were very mad. Oh, and then guess the best part, guys? You want to tell them the best part? That was all bull. None of it was really connected to the actual series. Wasn't canon. It was just their own little thoughts in their head. They could have kept it there. Yeah, we really didn't need that because it upset me. It upset her. So now we're watching the Book of the Circus. She's got the T-shirt, and we're back on canon again, and it's fabulous. If you haven't seen it, you must. I know the second one messed you up. You don't want to watch anymore, but I swear it gets better. And if you're a fan, if you go and watch number 2, I'm gonna lose my voice. If you go and watch number 2, do me a favor. Do not expect it to be like canon. It's not. Well, it's the good thing. It's not canon, so you don't have to actually watch it. I'm just saying. Skip it. Skip it. Go ahead. You can skip it. Look, listen, I didn't trust people either. I'm like, I've heard everyone say, oh, skip it. It's nothing. I was like, you know what? No, I'm a big fan. I'm going to watch it. And we actually even skipped the first movie, the first episode, and we actually went back and watched the first episode because there was some, now don't get me wrong, there was some redeeming qualities about this episode, about number 2 season. Not many. But not many. I like some, there was some good storyline in there that if you pick and prod through the actual season, and some of it was just stupid. Mm. So, that's just my opinion. And I enjoy watching, we are huge fans. Mm-hmm. I enjoy watching it, but I was just like, come on, people, really? This is not, no. And I was so glad to see that they brought it back to the actual storyline in 3. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's our thoughts on it. That's our thoughts on it. So, yeah. Pretty much what do you think about the whole thing in retrospect? What do you break it down for us? The beginning sucked. They made the 2 main characters. Sorry. The 2 characters they brought in, we could have lived without. We hate both of them. We despise. Well, I don't know. Claude's okay. And I know Claude's okay. I feel sorry for Claude. He's so-so. I prefer Sebastian, but Claude's so-so. Claude's a rip-off Sebastian. He is. That's what we call him. He looks like him. He does. Okay. Alois can go burn forever. Hannah can go with him. The storyline can go along. The ending was the most horror thing I've ever heard in my life. I kind of want to slap the creators. Dribble. It was just
Horrifying.
The only good things out of that was more Grill, more Sebastian, and more Undertaker.
Had very few redeeming qualities about it, so
Very few.
skip it.
Skip it, please.
Skip
Just
it.
save yourself the time. Save yourself.
Black Butler fan and you just really want to watch it, just understand it as nonsense drivel and take it for that and realize that at the end it doesn't make sense because it's not canon with the story anyway, because Sebastian and all of them is just not, no.
I have no words. So, now that we've got this whole out of the way, now, I know this wasn't a theory, even though I'm a theory channel, but I decided to break away to do this because Black Butler is really close to my heart. I really love this anime. So, guys, if you do have a theory that you want me to run through, please put it down in the comments below. I'll do as much research as I can. I'll do the research you don't want to. So, I believe we'll call that. If you like this video, do hit the like button. I am going to try to put her link in the description. So, go sub to her. She's really cool. She does a lot of video games. And so you should totally check her out. And, so.
I guess we'll see you in the next video. So.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.